As the first golden light spills across the vast Tanzanian plains, the land awakens not to peace, but to battle. Here, every sunrise signals a new fight, a relentless contest where only the strong endure. The kings of the Serengeti stir. Powerful and commanding, the lions rise from their slumber, their piercing eyes scanning the land, searching for the weak, the vulnerable. A herd of wildebeest grazes in the distance, blissfully unaware that the hunters are already closing in. But the lions are not alone in this deadly game. High in the treetops, a leopard crouches silent, calculating, a ghost in the branches. In the shadows, hyenas creep forward, ever watchful, ever patient, waiting for their moment to strike. And beyond them, relentless and precise, the wild dogs move as one, a force of nature that no prey can outrun. Overhead, vultures spiral downward, their sharp eyes locked on the battlefield below. They do not hunt, they do not fight, they only wait. Because here in the wild, the outcome is never in question. By nightfall, the savanna will feast. This is not a story of heroes or villains. There is no mercy, no second chances. Hesitation is fatal. The strong hunt, the weak fall, and the cycle begins anew. Welcome to wild Tanzania. The battle for survival starts now. The Serengeti, a land as vast as the ocean, stretching endlessly under the burning African sun. A place where life does not merely exist, it surges, pulses, and fights for every breath. This is the heart of Tanzania, the heartbeat of Africa itself. Here, movement never ceases. From the towering giraffes that pluck leaves from ancient acacia trees to the smallest insects burrowing beneath the earth, every creature plays its part in the delicate balance of survival. But nothing defines this land more than the great herds, the wildebeest, the zebras, the gazelles, millions of them, flowing like a living river across the plains. Their endless march, known as the Great Migration, is the ultimate test of endurance, a journey of peril and purpose. They move with one instinct: to find food, to find water, to survive. Yet, every step forward brings them closer to death. The predators of the Serengeti are never far behind. Lions wait in the tall grass, their golden eyes locked onto the weakest members of the herd. Cheetahs, nature's fastest assassins, prowl the open plains, ready to strike in an explosive burst of speed. And hyenas, cunning, relentless, follow the scent of struggle, knowing that even the strong can fall. But this is not just a battleground, it is a land of resilience. The elephants, the true giants of Africa, carve paths through the wilderness, their wisdom guiding generations. Rhinos, ancient and armored, roam like living relics, defying time itself. And even in the harshest drought, even when the land cracks beneath the unrelenting sun, life finds a way. The rivers, though unpredictable, bring salvation. Along the banks, hippos wade through the shallows, their massive bodies almost weightless in the cool water. Crocodiles lurk beneath the surface, their patience unmatched, their presence a silent warning. And then the promise of renewal that reigns. When the sky finally breaks, the parched earth breathes again. Grass shoots up, fresh and green, and the cycle begins anew. This is the Serengeti. This is the rhythm of life, the unbreakable pulse of Africa. This is survival. This is wild Tanzania. Across the boundless savannas of the Serengeti, a relentless tide of life surges forward. It is one of nature's greatest spectacles, the Great Migration. A journey driven by instinct, endurance, and the unyielding search for survival. Over 1.5 million wildebeest, 300,000 zebras, and 400,000 gazelles move as one, an unstoppable force flowing across the golden plains. For them, hesitation is not an option. They must follow the reins, chase the promise of fresh grass, or risk starvation. But this journey is no mere passage, it is a gauntlet of danger. The lions know this migration well. They wait in the shadows, watching for the weak, the young, the injured, those who cannot keep up. Cheetahs, the fastest hunters on land, lurk along the open plains, ready to strike with lightning speed. And the hyenas, ever cunning, trail the herds, waiting for exhaustion to claim its victims. But perhaps the greatest challenge lies ahead: the rivers. As the Mara River swells with seasonal rains, it transforms into a death trap. Crocodiles, ancient and patient, lurk beneath the murky waters, ready to strike in an explosion of raw power. Thousands will cross, but not all will reach the other side. This is not just migration. It is survival at its most brutal. Only the strongest, the fastest, and the most determined will endure. This is the Great Migration. This is wild Tanzania. In the grand design of the Serengeti, every creature has a role to play. And at the very top of this delicate balance stands the lion, the guardian of the grasslands, the enforcer of nature's law. Lions are more than just apex predators. They are the architects of equilibrium. Without them, the great herds of wildebeest, zebras, and gazelles would multiply unchecked, stripping the land of its precious vegetation. In the endless cycle of life, every hunt serves a purpose. Each fallen prey ensures that the strongest survive, while the grasslands remain fertile and thriving. With calculated precision, the pride selects its victim: the old, the weak, the sick. This is not cruelty. It is nature's way of maintaining health within the herds, preventing disease from spreading, ensuring that only the fittest genes are passed on to the next generation. Lions shape the very landscape of the Serengeti. By controlling herbivore populations, they prevent overgrazing, allowing the delicate web of life from the smallest insects to the towering acacia trees to flourish. They are rulers, protectors, and regulators. Without them, the balance would collapse. The lion is more than just a hunter. It is the very heartbeat of the wild. Under the golden glow of the Serengeti sun, The balance of life is carefully maintained by nature's most formidable rulers, the lions. Their power extends far beyond the hunt. They are not just predators. They are the guardians of the ecosystem. Within the pride, every lion has a role to play. The lioness's silent discipline and relentless are the architects of the hunt. Their success is not just measured in brute force, but in precision and strategy. They work together, coordinating attacks, herding prey into carefully laid traps. Their ability to take down even the largest herbivores ensures that the vast herds do not grow beyond what the land can sustain. But while the lionesses ensure the pride's survival through the hunt, the males serve as the protectors of their domain. Towering, powerful, and battle-scarred, they patrol the edges of their territory, warding off rival males and deterring scavengers that threaten their kill. Their deep, resonating roars, audible up to 5 miles away, serve as a warning to intruders and a reassurance to their pride. Lions are more than just apex predators. They are the keystones of the savanna. By controlling herbivore populations, they prevent overgrazing, allowing grasslands to regenerate and water sources to remain abundant. Without them, the balance would collapse. The Serengeti thrives because its kings and queens stand watch, ensuring that the cycle of life remains unbroken. In the vast, untamed wilderness of the Serengeti, where the golden grass stretches as far as the eye can see, a silent assassin lurks in the shadows. Unlike the lions that dominate through sheer power and numbers, this predator walks alone. It does not rely on a pride, nor does it call for reinforcements. It is the master of stealth, the leopard. With a body built for speed and agility, the leopard is an apex hunter of the highest order. Its sleek, muscular frame moves like liquid shadow through the tall grass, each step calculated, each breath controlled. Unlike lions, which depend on teamwork, the leopard hunts alone, relying on precision, patience, and the element of surprise. It is a predator of speed. With a single lightning-fast leap, it covers over 20 feet, closing the gap between itself and its unsuspecting prey. In mere seconds, the chase is over. A powerful bite to the neck ensures that the struggle is brief, but the leopard's job is not yet done. With rival predators always lurking nearby, the leopard must act fast. Using sheer strength, it hoists its kill high into the branches of an acacia tree, far beyond the reach of scavengers. Here, it will feast in solitude, untouched by the chaos of the savanna below. In this realm of survival, where the strong endure and the weak fall, the leopard stands apart. A silent shadow, a ghost of the wilderness, a solitary king. In the grand arena of the wild, where every creature must earn its survival, one predator stands unrivaled in the art of speed, the cheetah. Built for velocity, this feline is nature's ultimate sprinter, capable of reaching an astonishing 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds. That's faster than most sports cars. But speed alone is not enough. The cheetah's power lies in its explosive acceleration and unmatched agility. Unlike other big cats that rely on ambush tactics, the cheetah hunts in plain sight, using its lean, aerodynamic body to outmaneuver even the swiftest prey. With a flick of its tail's natural rudder, the cheetah makes split-second turns, adapting to every feint and dodge from its panicked target. Its semi-retractable claws grip the terrain like cleats, providing maximum traction. Every stride covers up to 7 meters, and in the blink of an eye, the chase is over. But this victory is fleeting. The cheetah's greatest weakness is its fragile build. Unlike the brute strength of lions or leopards, it cannot defend its kill from scavengers. Every successful hunt is a race against time. Eat quickly or risk losing everything. The cheetah is more than just speed. It is a masterclass in precision, adaptation, and efficiency. A fleeting shadow of the savanna, perfectly engineered for the hunt, yet always walking the fine line between dominance and vulnerability. In the unforgiving plains of the savanna, victory is never guaranteed, especially not for the cheetah. Though it is the fastest land animal on Earth, raw speed does not make it invincible. After an exhausting chase, the cheetah's body overheats. It must pause to recover, but every second counts. The scent of blood travels fast, and danger is never far behind. Hyenas opportunistic, relentless, and unafraid. While a cheetah is built for speed, these scavengers are built for endurance and brute force. One hyena alone may not pose a threat, but in numbers, they overwhelm with aggression, snatching away the prize without hesitation. But hyenas are not the only thieves of the savanna. Lions, the true rulers of these lands, will claim any meal they desire. A single lioness can overpower a cheetah with ease, and a male lion. A cheetah doesn't stand a chance. For the cheetah, hunting is only half the battle. It may outrun its prey, but it cannot outrun the law of the wild. The strongest take what they want. And for this solitary hunter, survival means knowing when to fight and when to flee. The African savanna, where the strong rule and the ruthless survive. And no rivalry is more brutal, more ancient, than the war between lions and hyenas. Lions, the undisputed kings, hunt with power and precision, but every kill they make attracts an army of thieves. Hyenas, the scavengers of the wild, but make no mistake, they are far more than mere opportunists. Cunning, relentless, and powerful in numbers, they are fearless when it comes to stealing from lions. One lion alone is a formidable force, but 5, 10, 15 hyenas. They are a mob, working together like a well-drilled army, testing his patience, pushing his limits. These battles can last for hours, neither side willing to surrender. But if the lion's roar summons his pride, the tide of war shifts. When more lions arrive, the hyenas scatter, their mocking laughter replaced by frantic yelps of retreat. In the wild, no victory lasts forever. The lions may be kings, but hyenas are survivors. And in this eternal struggle, only one rule remains: fight or be hunted. In the heart of Africa's untamed wilderness, there exists a predator unlike any other, the African wild dog. Often overshadowed by the mighty lion and the stealthy leopard, these relentless hunters are the true masters of strategy. Unlike lions, who rely on brute strength, or cheetahs, who depend on bursts of speed, African wild dogs succeed through teamwork. Their success rate? A staggering 80, the highest of any predator in the savanna. Compare that to lions, whose hunts succeed only 1 out of 4 times, and the difference is clear. This is the power of the pack. Each hunt is a symphony of coordination. No reckless lunges, no chaotic attacks. Instead, a meticulously planned pursuit where every member plays a role. Some drive the prey forward, forcing it into exhaustion. Others anticipate its every move, cutting off escape routes with calculated precision. Their endurance is unmatched. While other predators rely on ambush tactics, wild dogs chase their prey over long distances, running at speeds of up to 44 miles per hour. They don't need raw power. They don't need surprise. They simply outlast their victims. For African wild dogs, survival is not just about the hunt. It is about unity. In a land where every predator fights for dominance, these tireless warriors have proven that true strength lies not in the individual, but in the pack. In the vast, unforgiving landscapes of Africa, survival is a game of strategy. And no predator plays it better than the African wild dog. Unlike lone hunters like the cheetah or brute force predators like lions, African wild dogs rely on something far more powerful: cooperation. Each pack is a highly organized unit, operating with the precision of a military force. Every movement is synchronized. Every attack is calculated. They do not hunt alone. They do not chase blindly. Instead, they execute a strategy perfected over millions of years. The pack divides into roles. Some drive the prey forward, others block escape routes. A relentless game of endurance begins. Their prey is not killed in an instant, it is run to exhaustion. This is where their dominance is undeniable. While lions struggle with a mere 25% success rate, wild dogs succeed 80% of the time. It is not strength. It is not speed. It is teamwork. But their role in the ecosystem extends far beyond the hunt. By controlling herbivore populations, they prevent overgrazing, protecting the delicate balance of the savanna. They are not just hunters. They are guardians maintaining the rhythm of life in Africa's wild heart. High above the African plains, dark silhouettes circle against the burning sky. Their keen eyes scan the land, searching for what others leave behind. They are nature's cleanup crew, the vultures. In the endless cycle of life and death, nothing goes to waste. Where others see decay, vultures see opportunity. They arrive in numbers, stripping a carcass to the bone in a matter of hours. But their role is far greater than scavenging. They are the silent protectors of the savanna, preventing the spread of disease and infection. Left to rot, the remains of a fallen animal become breeding grounds for bacteria and deadly pathogens. Anthrax, rabies, botulism, silent killers waiting to spread. But vultures have evolved a defense like no other. Their stomach acid is one of the most corrosive in the animal kingdom, destroying harmful microbes before they can take hold. Without vultures, the ecosystem would spiral into chaos. Disease would sweep through the plains, wiping out entire herds. The balance of life, carefully maintained for millennia, would collapse. They are the unsung heroes of the wild custodians of the land, ensuring that life can thrive, even in death. The Mara River, a lifeline for the Great Migration, but also a graveyard for the unwary. As the relentless herds of wildebeest and zebras reach its banks, they hesitate, sensing the danger that lurks beneath the surface. Beneath the murky depths, ancient predators lie in wait, motionless, patient, almost invisible. Nile crocodiles, the ghosts of the river, have perfected the art of ambush for over 200 million years. With bodies built like armored tanks and jaws capable of crushing bone, they are the ultimate aquatic executioners. The water erupts in an explosion of scales and fury. In a fraction of a second, the crocodile strikes its powerful, jaws clamping shut with a force of over 3,500 pounds per square inch. There is no escape. But the Mara's ghosts do not rely on brute strength alone. They use the infamous death roll, spinning their victims with terrifying force, tearing flesh from bone, dragging them into the abyss. For the crocodiles of the Mara, this is not just a hunt, it is a ritual, repeated year after year, as the Great Migration delivers its offering. In the endless cycle of life and death, they are the silent, executioners, waiting beneath the surface. Across the vast plains of Africa, a silent battle is unfolding, one that no predator or prey can escape. The greatest threat to the wild is no longer just tooth and claw, but the changing climate itself. The seasons that once guided the rhythms of life have begun to shift. Rains arrive too late, or not at all. Grasslands, once lush and abundant, wither under an unforgiving sun. Rivers that once quenched the thirst of thousands now shrink into mere trickles. For wildlife, adaptation is the only option. Elephants travel farther in search of water, their ancient migration paths disrupted. Predator and prey clash more frequently at the few remaining waterholes. Competition intensifies, and the weak are the first to fall. But while nature fights to survive, humans are fighting to protect it. Across Africa, conservationists work tirelessly to restore balance. Protected reserves expand, waterholes are reinforced, and new technologies such as drone surveillance and anti-poaching units help safeguard the last wild frontiers. Yet the battle is far from over. Without urgent action, entire ecosystems may collapse, and the sights and sounds of the African wilderness may one day become nothing more than memories. The fate of these creatures is not theirs alone to decide. It is in our hands as well. The African wilderness raw, untamed, and breathtaking. But for how much longer? Each roar of a lion, each thunderous migration, each delicate balance in this vast ecosystem is now under threat. Climate change, habitat destruction, and illegal poaching are pushing these majestic creatures toward the edge of extinction. If we do not act now, these sights and sounds, the symphony of life, could one day be nothing more than a distant memory. The fate of the wild is in our hands. Will future generations see these wonders, or only read about them in history books? The time to act is now. Rising above the golden savanna, like sentinels of the wild, stand the tallest creatures on Earth, the African giraffes. With their elegant necks stretching towards the heavens, they are nature's living skyscrapers, built for survival in a land of extremes. Unlike the swift predators or the thunderous herds of wildebeest, giraffes have mastered the art of quiet endurance. Their towering height allows them to browse the treetops, reaching tender leaves untouched by other grazers. A single adult can consume up to 75 pounds of foliage each day, nourishing not only themselves, but also shaping the landscape for other species. But being the tallest has its challenges. Drinking from a watering hole requires an awkward, vulnerable stance, one that predators like lions and crocodiles are eager to exploit. Yet, their powerful legs and sharp hooves make them formidable adversaries. One well-placed kick can shatter a lion's jaw. Graceful, resilient, and vital to the ecosystem, the giraffe is more than just a gentle giant. It is a symbol of survival in the ever-changing heart of Africa.